Ladies and gentlemen, I've wanted to make this video for quite some time now because I need it and the community needs it. Saltiness and toxicity are always some things that we need to address, and there is a way to help channel and refocus this energy into learning and satisfaction. Now, it may sound to be too good to be true, but as a teacher, I know it to be possible by simply changing the way we approach learning and the way we think. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a life guide. I am Sylphin. We're not necessarily talking Paragon, but something that you can apply to Paragon so that you can desalt, improve, and ultimately just have fun. So guys, we are talking about the mastery style of learning. Now, what exactly is it? I have made this video before, but I wanted to do it again, make it a little bit better because it's so damn important. It's really all what teaching and students about, being a student is about. And we're always students, we're always learning, and you need to know this and you need to do it. So what is the mastery style to learning? The best way to learn and get better, and that's why education is changing and research is being done, and that's just the modern thing that we know to be true, is in fact, it's a way of thinking, it's a philosophy, it's an approach to learning and improving oneself that can be kind of summarized by focusing solely on improvement, as opposed to achieving a certain level of competency in relation to some ultimately arbitrary external standards. Hopefully that made sense. Now, in this mastery style of learning, ultimately one takes any small, gradual, patient step in any and all areas that need improvement, instead of trying to tackle large sums of knowledge, skills, or ideas at once in a certain time frame. Now, hopefully that kind of makes sense. Why is this what we want? That's what the mastery style of learning is. Now, why is this what we want? Well, it sets you up for guaranteed long-term and short-term improvement that will stick. Because you do it in small, gradual steps. And you're patient with it. You take the time to improve. Really improve. It's guaranteed long-term and short-term improvement that will stick. Now, this will always reward you at every step. Because you are constantly improving in some simple little way, you will always be rewarded. And it's not just some grandiose achievement a long ways down that ultimately discourages you along the way to that success. You know, it's not, oh, I have this many exams till I'm done my degree. It's not this many years till I'm done this program. I don't, you know, it's not that. Or I have this many hours to complete my trades course or my certification. It's not that. It's a different way of thinking and a different way of looking at how we improve ourselves. Okay, so that's why we want it. It's pretty good reasons. But how exactly does it help us? How exactly does this help us? Well, in one big way, for the de-salty part of this, it puts you in a more positive mindset. It does. You're always improving. There's always a little step that you're taking, and it's chunkable. It's digestible. It's small little things that you can actually handle and look forward to and succeed at. And it puts you in a more positive mindset. It also enables you to learn in sequential steps that add up over time. And oftentimes you're just not even aware. Really, oftentimes you're not even aware that you're improving. You just know that you're just doing your thing. You're just having fun. You're getting better. You're just doing you. That's great. And it's also a methodical progress. It's enjoyable to be to be on the path of tiny little steps, and that's just all you're doing. It's methodical, and that's nice. It's not, you know, it's not some already laid out path for you that's you just gotta do it. It's nice to kind of be in control and in some degree on this progress that you can actually do. So, how does this relate to Paragon now? What's the connection? Why you sure might want to learn a life lesson or two, but how does this relate to Paragon? Well, Paragon has skills. These skills you can get better at. You can be methodical and take small little steps in developing those skills, just in regular life as in Paragon. Exactly the same thing. Paragon has knowledge. How much damage does Wraith's knock ability do at level 4? You know, which, by the way, I hope you're okay. I'm using all of this footage again and again and again. It's pretty sick, but still, I hope you're okay with that. And by the way, it's 265 damage with the buff, with the scaling of 1.15. Paragon has knowledge, and accumulating that knowledge can be done in a logical, methodical baby steps. I'm going to learn this hero today, this week, and I'm just going to slowly make sure that I just kind of focus on that, and that is okay. Paragon has intuitions, and and subtleties, which are the more hard ones to do. With Wraith here, getting that gut feeling of I can take this engagement, I can take this hero, I can win this 1v1, just takes time and experience and other things that you just need to get gradually, and be okay with taking that time and be okay with letting that be something that will take time. And then there's subtleties. You just gotta be okay with learning those and just kind of being okay with that. Paragon has all of these things that can directly be successfully gained through this mastery style of learning. Now, Paragon, we also need to improve these skills and knowledge. I mean, so Paragon has these skills, knowledge, intuitions, and subtleties. Like, sure, great, but we want to improve those. We, as a human being, we like to get better at things. We like to do things successfully. Therefore, we need to improve those skills and knowledge. So why not do that in a way that is enjoyable, proven, and you'll just and you'll just get better. Now, there are different ways that can improve those things at different rates. As I said, you can do this, or you can do what we kind of always do and just kind of try to be a diamond player and just kind of try, and you probably, you know, will struggle and have a hard time and be sad about it and disappointed, or you can use this mastery of learning. Okay, now how do I do it? Sylphin, you're talking. Whoop-de-doo, how do I do it? How do you and I do it? The first step, it's a big one. Realize you aren't perfect. Realize that, well, hey, there's nothing that is perfect. But realize you aren't perfect. Realize that you can improve. In some small way, always, you can improve. Tiger Woods, at the top of his game, said he was still, and even more so at the top of his game, a student, because there is still always ways to improve. And you know what? That is fantastic, and that's liberating. That means that there's always a chance to succeed and become better. You also need to seek out areas you can improve on. You need to be able to do that, and you should, because it's enjoyable. It means you're better. It means that you're having fun. You're enjoying yourself. You're getting better. Why not? Now, you also need to research or experiment on ways to improve those ideas. Research by looking up guides and asking people, asking me, asking other people you know, asking high skill players, asking competitive players. Research. Watch some videos, watch some guides, or experiment on ways to improve those areas in game, in bot matches, in 5 stacks, in a couple stacks. Like, just experiment. You have to go out and look up ways to do it better. Unless you have a coach or a teacher or something like that, you have to take charge and do that yourself. Now, one of the most important parts of this is that you have to do it slowly until it's second nature. You have to do it slowly. And it's something I really struggle with. And as a musician, maybe it's just because I've done it so much, it's just annoying. Do it slowly and until it's second nature. I mean, I could try to show you. I could try to show you a few things where you got to do it freaking slowly and until it's second nature, and do it over and over and over again, and attempt to, you know, get it perfect, and you just got to do it until you don't even realize you're doing it. Because my favorite phrase is, you don't practice until you can get it right. You practice until you can't get it wrong. Now, how do I know I've succeeded? How do you know? Essentially, you have made many small steps to get better. You just know that it has taken time. I've taken these small steps. I've focused on these small little things that I've gotten better eventually. That's how you know. You've also succeeded when you realize there are still many more steps. You haven't succeeded if you're like, okay, I'm done. No, that's not it. You're always a student, no matter who you are, what you are always still getting better, and there's still ways to improve. You've also succeeded when you accept who and what you are along the way. That is one of the bigger things that I think are going to be tough for a lot of people, and maybe is the one crux of this way of thinking, and that is simply accepting who and what you are along the way. I pulled out my trumpet, and you know I'm not an amazing trumpeter. Like, I'm not somebody that you're going to hear like and go, holy cow, he's like amazing. Like, yeah, when I practice and get ready for a concert, like, I hope I sound good. Like, I hope so. Professional trumpeter, but like, I'm not like blow your mind amazing. Like, that's just not. I never have. It'll take a long time of practicing, I think, for me to do that. You know, and who I am, I'm not somebody that's gonna sit there and practice my trumpet for forever. I'll practice my trumpet for a gig and stuff, and make sure I do a good job, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I have other passions. I enjoy playing, but that's about it. Once you accept that, then you go, all right, fine. You know, if I gotta get ready, I'm gonna take small steps. It's gonna take me a couple weeks of just playing the horn, getting the chops back, getting the feeling back. You know, work on a few things, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't do that anymore. You just, small steps. It takes time. Couple hours a day. There you go. It's that simple. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you're gonna choose to be sad and miserable along the way? No, just take it easy. And that's it. Guys, hopefully you guys have found this useful. Please, 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 please share with anybody that you know, anybody that has trouble with this. It's really valuable stuff. You know, it takes a long time in well, at least in my university career to kind of really understand this and see its value and see why we need this, because it works. It really does. Guys, essentially, it's just about taking time, being patient, being okay with the small steps, being okay with you and who you are and what your limitations are, where your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. Just taking the time to learn and learn methodically and basically easily. Like, You just do your thing. And that's it. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Please share it with the community. I would really like to hear your ideas down in the comments, as I can definitely have a thing or two to learn from you guys, and hopefully other people can learn from you as well. Please like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. If you would like to support me and what I do on a regular basis, please consider going over to my Patreon account where you can make a monthly pledge to support what I do and reap some pretty good rewards. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.